Peace to the gods. Welcome back. Welcome back to another chance and another opportunity. Reflect the light from the most talented Babazi. I love myself. You already know what it is. Y'all really know what time it is for real. Really, y'all know what time it is for real. You feel me? We got about 23 more days to trial, to the official trial, and y'all know what time it is after that. We already told y'all it's already written in the it's already astrologically written in the cosmos. You feel me? This is the second return. Y'all can try to stop. Y'all might want it to stop, but y'all can't because that melanin gon' rain. That melanin gon' rain. Melanin reigns. That's that melanin reigns. That's that melanin reigns. This melanin gon' rain. You already know what time it is, you feel me? But keep on showing love, y'all. Keep on showing love, you feel me? Chief appreciates all the support, all the commissary support, all the words of truth. As long as y'all see the truth, as long as y'all can see the truth, how they doing to you wrong, that's love, you understand? That's love. You feel me? But they can't, they trying so hard to stop this. Like, they trying so hard. They wanted to stop, but the phenomena was already written to come into existence. Like, now's that time. Now's not the time where you supposed to just stay quiet. Don't stay quiet. You better speak your truth. You better speak your truth. You better let it be known. You better let it be recorded. This test time, this trial, everybody, Judgment Day is around the corner. Judgment Day coming. Judgment Day is coming. Put on my black sweater. I really want to put on my black sweater. Hold on, y'all. The Judgment Day is coming. Oh, I'm putting on my sweater. Oh man, it's real, man. Hold on, y'all. Stand back. Judgment Day around the corner. It's around the corner, God. Judgment Day is around the corner. Excuse myself. It's around the corner. Now it's not no time for no kiki, you feel me, kumbaya, nothing. No, this is a time of war. This time where you supposed to be getting closer with what you really are. You supposed to be getting closer with yourself to activate yourself. You supposed to be getting closer with your gifts. You supposed to be getting closer with your talents. You get closer with yourself. Why you trying to get close with other people when you're not even close with yourself? You trying to love on other people. You don't even love yourself. Ain't that about a bitch? You don't even know who you are. You trying to get to know other people. You don't even know who you are. Now is a time. Now is transformation time. This is the year of transformation year. This is transformation year. Now is a time we supposed to go into your darkness. Because the number 8, 2024. Peace to the gods. What up, God? What up, God? I see you, sleepy God. Peace, God. The number 8. That's the number of Scorpio. Scorpio is a dark sign. That's the sign of the darkness, the unknown, the occult, the hidden. You feel me? So now is the time where you supposed to go into your hidden shadows, your hidden traumas, and you got to heal your traumas and do your shadow work so you can transform and elevate to your super ego. The most tattoo about D teaches that you are not separate from your ego. You are your ego. I am my ego. You feel me? You can't kill your ego. When you hear people talk about, oh, I had an ego death. I killed my ego. They're lying to you. They don't know what they're saying. They don't know who they are. Because you can't kill your ego. Your ego is your identity. It's your sense of self. Whatever you identify yourself as is your ego. Now you got the lower self ego, like your alter ego, that you might think you a Walmart worker or McDonald's worker. That might be your alter ego. But your super ego, your natural, you have a natural ego. You have a natural sense of self, which is your astrological program. Your natural ego, because that's what you are. You are just constant. You are consciousness. You are light. You are energy. That's what your soul is. A whole compilation of energies. It's just light. You are light vibrator on a certain frequency to make you look how you looking. You feel me? But you are just consciousness. There is no beginning to you. There is no end to you. You are what is. You are Alpha and Omega. You are what is. You are God. You are the source. You are nature. You understand? So you are your ego. Don't let nobody tell you that you can kill your ego. If they said that they killed their ego, you would not be able to talk to them right now. Because you killed your ego, that means that you killed your identity itself. You killed the I. So who am I talking to? Your ego is I. Ego is I. I am. Whatever you put after that is your ego. Even to say I am God is an ego. But it's not just no regular ego. That's the super ego. That's the key right there, to tap into the super ego, to tap into who you really are. Now is that time. Now is transformation time, the year of the 8. You better speak the truth. If you see how they doing teeth wrong, you better stand up for the truth. If you haven't found something that you're willing to die for, you are not fit to live. A lot of y'all not fit to live. Really, a lot of y'all not fit to survive. Cause look how y'all moving. You know, what's the morals and principles that you stand on, and are you willing to die for those morals and principles? You might have some morals and principles that you know about, but are you loyal to those morals and principles? You see, when it comes to this, a lot of people think that spirituality is all about like, and motherfucking, we in the trees and shit and jumping around. That's what they think spirituality is. That's not what spirituality is. The Most High Babaji teaches that spirituality is psychology, and through you tapping into spirituality. Through you tapping into spirituality, you are tapping into your psyche. So you have to do a lot of psychological work. You feel me? When you tap into your spirituality, it's a lot of psychological work that has to be done within yourself. You gotta heal your shadows. You gotta go into your subconscious. You gotta go into the shit that's blocking you from receiving truth. You gotta go into your shadows and your demons and your blockages. You understand? You gotta actually study yourself. To be spiritual is to be psychologically smart, like Chief teaches. So if you call yourself spiritual, that means that you're psychologically smart. But just because everybody says that they spiritual don't mean that everybody's going to heaven. That's why it's written. It says, not everyone who says, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom. The kingdom is only for God's children. The meek of the meek. That's what the kingdom is for. The kingdom is for God's children. Only those who are as a child can enter the kingdom. You have to become as a child again. You have to empty your cup. You think you know it all. That's your problem. You think you know everything. You think you know everything. You want to do what everybody else is doing. You want to do what they doing. You want to rap about what they rapping about. You want to spend money on what they spending money on. I don't want to be like them. That's the difference. To enter the kingdom, you got to know who you are, and you got to manage your business, stay in your lane. You got to become as a kid again, and then you got to ask questions that other people not asking. You got to be different. You feel me? You got to be different. You got to be like a child. You got to be like a kid. You got to be curious. You feel me? You got to be curious. Ask questions. That's what it is. To enter the kingdom, you got to ask questions. You got to gain information. In order to gain information, you have to ask questions to gain information, to gain the truth. The kingdom is knowledge. That's the domain of knowledge itself. That's what it is. A kingdom is a domain. It's a realm or a domain. That's what a kingdom is. A realm or a domain of knowledge, of God, of you. The kingdom of God is you knowing and living and embodying the knowledge of you being God, like my chief teaches. The kingdom of heaven is simply divine knowledge itself. You understanding that knowledge, you feel me? Not you in tune with nature. You know what nature is. When heaven comes, this is what it's gonna look like. Everybody in tune. Everybody talking like this. Your kids gonna be talking like this. Everybody gonna be talking like this. The whole world gonna be talking like this on. What you think? What the fuck you think about to play out? What you think is coming? That's why don't you see everybody more and more starting to talk about spirituality? It's more and more spiritual music, conscious music coming about. It's about to be a whole flip. It's about to be a whole new earth. Because the Most High Babaji teaches that what is the earth? The earth is actually a cell, right? The earth is a cell. Well, what do we understand about cells? Cells, they go through a process called mitosis, and that's when they divide. So this earth is a cell. Like my chief teaches, it's actually the nucleus of a neuron cell within our own body. You understand? But it's a cell. So what this cell was about to do is, right now, this cell is old. It's the old earth. It's evil. So it's going to perform mitosis. It's going to perform mitosis. And it's going to be a new earth. And only in this new earth, God's children can inherit this new earth. But the meek going to inherit the earth. And we will. We will inherit the earth. It's already written. But it always has to be a struggle. You understand? It always has to be like a battle or a test that you're going to have to overcome, an obstacle that you're going to have to overcome in order to receive that title. To receive that title of head of the planet, it's going to be trials and tribulations that we got to overcome. Because we head of the planet. Oh yeah, we already head of the planet, HOTP. That's what that stands for, HOTP. We already head of the planet. It's already written. It's stamped. And we got the credentials to stamp it. You ain't ready to love me, my baby, my journey get crazy. You probably can't stand it. She tell me I'm dangerous. Girl, who you playing with? Voice in their head just like Randy. How that song go? He said, I'm not no regular, really a soldier. Get hit with pressure, don't panic. Bitch, we at war. This not no game. You niggas ain't real life fanatic. I'm storing my treasures, they heavenly, definitely. You storing your shit in the attic. I'm feeling organic. These niggas GMO, I don't fit in with the planet. This shit too easy, I know who I am. I got the credentials to stamp it. You ain't ready to love me, my baby, my journey get crazy. You probably can't stand it. She tell me I'm dangerous, girl, who you playing with? Voice on her head just like Randy. Cause he sweet like some candy. Sweaty or vegan, I open the man, I is cracking. Well, I got my ride, you niggas ain't ready for me. Yeah, you know I ain't lacking. Shout out my TV, I'm pushing the 3 when I walk through the valley of tragic. Now watch me do magic. KOC up in my veins, shining bright, my light flashing. Take over the planet, doing the race. Majority of these niggas ain't lasting. We got the credentials to prove who we are. We got the credentials, which means we got the fast sciences. We down the road. What you been on, gang? Hey, right here in the present moment. You feel me? You need to go to the studio, bro. I know it's coming. Right now it's coming. Everything's coming. You feel me? But they not ready. They not ready. They not ready for the truth, right? I already got the music out. We already look at Chief Page on YouTube. He got all type of music. Like this music that we rapping about, this futuristic music. Like this the music that all the motherfuckers in the industry gonna have to tap into, and they gonna start rapping like this. They gonna start rapping about smart things, and they gonna start rapping about morals and principles. Like it's a whole new world order coming. It's a whole new world order. The new world order is nature. It's nature. We getting in tune with nature's order. We getting in tune with nature's laws, the laws of my yacht. You feel me? And Chief, that's gonna be commander in chief of the new earth. That's gonna be the king of kings. You feel me? I'm a god. I am a king. I am a god. You feel me? But Chief is the king of kings. That's the god of gods. It's order and structure in the kingdom. Do you understand? That's my Chief. That's my higher self. But to a lot of y'all, I am your higher self. Because the reason why is because I am you. I am not separate from you. Chief is not separate from you. Chief is you. Chief is me. I am not separate from Chief. Chief is me. That's my higher self. That's me. That's me. You feel me? That is self. That's myself. I be trying to get in contact with you, but you know, hey, it be a lot going on, my boy. It be a lot going on. That's your higher self. You feel me? The reason why I would be considered a version of your higher self is because I am you. And when you start talking to me, since everything is thought, I'm going to have your thoughts vibrate on a higher frequency because I got enlightenment by my higher self. You feel me? And when I talk to my higher self has me thinking on a higher frequency. You feel me? That's our higher self. King of kings, God of gods. You feel me? We going to reign in the air. Y'all gonna see, just keep watching. And then y'all gonna be trying to ride the wave later. But we don't follow the trends. The true power is in the unknown. You feel me? The true power is in the unknown. We in the unknown with it. We the men in black. We pop out all black. Pop out all black. Like we some bouncers in the club. You feel me? We not no bouncers in the club. We work for the universe. We government agents. We government agents of nature. You feel me? We government agents of the universe. The real government. The true real government is not the motherfucking United States or whoever you think the government is. That's not the real government. That's part of the government. That's the lower self government. That's the Babylonian. That might be the Babylonian government. You feel me? That might be the Babylonian government that's disconnected from nature. That disconnects you from nature. That disconnects you from God. That's the government that disconnects you from the universe. That disconnects you from God. But the true government, the true matrix, the real government is nature. Nature is the controlling force of the universe. That's the definition of nature. Nature is the creative, controlling, compelling force of the universe. The controlling force of the universe, that's the governmental controlling government of nature. That's the controlling, creating government of nature. Of the universe. Nature. You understand? That's what nature is. So that nature is God. That's why nature is God. When you talk about that force, you feel me? That controlling, creative, compelling force of the universe, those are the elements. That's the fire, the water, the earth, the air. You feel me? All that makes up the ether. You feel me? Get in tune with the ether. That's all life around you. That's God. That's God, the elements. Like my chief teaches, during the indigenous times, anything that was able to sustain our life, we call God. Because it can sustain life. That's what we consider God, the elements. We consider God that we consider the elements to be God. We consider nature to be God because nature was able to sustain our life and protect us and provide for us. We were so dependent on nature. We didn't use money. We didn't use money. You do understand that through the Whitty Lynch syndrome and the making of a slave, they had to take us out of our natural state in nature. That's what they did. It even says it in the letter. It says the reason why we got to take them out of their natural state in nature is because they very dependent on nature. They depend on them. They get everything from nature. They get their food from nature. They get their water from nature. You can get anything. Everything we got comes from nature. We depend on nature. Nature is our source, our resource. Our resource is nature. It's our source. So they had to take us out of that state of depending on nature. They had to take us out of that mental state, and they programmed us into to be dependent on their system, to be dependent on their grocery stores and their clothing stores and their houses. You feel me? They apartment condos and shit like that. You feel me? But when we in nature, we don't gotta pay rent. We can make our own house. We can make a whole teepee. We can make a whole teepee out of bamboo tree. You feel me? Your food is in the backyard in your natural environment. They took you out of that state. You feel me? Because they are against God. They are the evil. Evil is live backwards. So the devil is a spirit that lives backwards, that calls you to live backwards. They are the devil. You feel me? Which means, but some of y'all could be the devil too because y'all work for them. Really, y'all demons because y'all working for the devil. Y'all working for the bank. You feel me? Which has come to kill, steal, and destroy. So some of y'all, that's some demons. The devil. Because y'all living backwards. Y'all possessed by the spirit of the devil. The evils. Because y'all living backwards. Working for this system that's destroying the earth, that's disconnecting you from God, it's disconnecting you from the elements. This system is disconnecting you from the elements. They trying to block off the sun. They trying to block off that light. They trying to block off the sun with them chemtrails and them fake ass clouds. They polluting the waters. You feel me? They genetically modifying this food that's grown from the earth. You feel me? They spraying shit in your air. You're not even breathing full, clean oxygen. You breathing in all type of shit. They fucking with your elements. They blocking you from God. They are blocking you from being connected to God. That's the devil, my nigga. That's the devil. But they falling down soon. It's about to be a whole shift. You feel me? It's about to be a whole new shift. And some of y'all might feel y'all body like feeling weird a little bit every now and then. Like you might be feeling very tired. Or you just feel like your body's just like, because we activating, we stepping into a whole another like universe. Like we're going into a whole new earth. Like heaven is coming. The frequency is raising. We raising the frequency. You feel me? And through signal transduction, speaking truth, that's why you need to speak your truth. Because signal transduction is very important. Signal transduction is very important. You need to speak your truth because even though some people might not be able to receive the truth and they might deny the truth, the fact that you are speaking high vibrational signals and those high vibrational signals are going through their eardrum and their brain is interpreting those high vibrational signals, you're still activating light codes. That's going to be activated for their next lifetime. So they can understand that they are God in their next lifetime. That's why you said to speak truth, because signal transduction. Signal transduction, like the Most High T-Biology teaches through biology, Bruce Lipton. That's what we teach, biology, astrology, biology, quantum physics, melanin and grounding. Through signal transduction and biology, signal transduction is the controlling of the behavior of a cell from signals from the environment. Okay, understood. So you are being... Your fate as a cell is being programmed by your environment. It's called epigenetics. Epi means above, and then you got genetics. So above genetics, the controlling of your genetics from signals above your genetics. So your genetics are being regulated by signals from your environment. Your cells are translating environmental signals, and that environmental signal is activating and deactivating certain genes within your DNA to make you one with those signals, which is make you one with your environment. That's epigenetics. You understand? So your brain is receiving environmental information through your 5 senses. Your hypothalamus signals your pituitary gland about those environmental signals that it's receiving. Once your pituitary gland receives that interpretation, your pituitary gland releases a certain hormone. Your pituitary gland releases certain hormones as a response to that signal. Do you understand? So for instance, next segment. Say you interpret your reality in a stressful way. Okay? You went, what up, Wardy? How you feeling, God? Peace, God. With myself. Say you interpret your reality in a stressful way. You stressing. When your brain interprets reality in a stressful way, it causes your pituitary gland to release stress hormones, fear hormones into your bloodstream. These stressful signals are being released from your pituitary gland into your bloodstream. And your bloodstream is where all your cells at. So your cells catch those stressful hormone signals. You feel me? They catch those signals through the receptor proteins on the cell membrane. Your cell membrane is covered with hundreds of thousands of proteins known as receptor and effector proteins. And these receptor and effector proteins are taking environmental signals and passing them inside the cell, just so that signal can make its way into the nucleus and activate certain genes, but also deactivate certain genes. So that's what's going on with your environment. Do you understand that? Do you understand? And that's what you hear, what you taste, what you smell, what you fear. Everything you observe through your five senses, it don't matter what it is. Anything you observe from your environment through your five senses, it's causing that environmental information to be released into your bloodstream, so your cells can translate that information and make you one with your environment. You understand? This is why you still need to speak your truth, even though people might not understand. Because this is energy right here. This is energy right here. You feel me? These are electrical signals. I'm speaking to you. These are signals. When you speak the truth, these electrical signals are being sent through the eardrum. Boom. Sent through the eardrum. They be sent through the eardrum, and then they transported by neurons to the back of your brain. So everything you observe with your five senses is really taking place in the back of your brain. That's why the first hermetic law is the law of mentalism. The whole universe is mental inside of your mind. You understand? That's the holographic universe. Life is holographic. It's all holographic. It's a dream. I'm lucid dreaming right now. You understand? So when I speak these high frequency electrical signals, these high frequency electrical signals are being sent to their eardrum. And then their brain is interpreting those high signals. And then it's releasing chemical responses into their bloodstream, high frequency chemical responses into their bloodstream. So those cells can translate that information and activate their God body genes for their next lifetime. Signal transduction. Signal transduction is important, sweaty. Signal transduction is very important. Very, very important. Biology, the whole science of biology is important. The whole biology is important. All of our science is important because it's showing you how you are God. You feel me? That's literally shows you how you are your environment. You are what you see. You feel me? Because everything you see is electrical signals being reflected to your retina. And at the back of your eye, it's something called an optical nerve. It's like a wire. It connects your eyes. Bro, you like a real device. Like, your body is like a real computer. It's like wires and nerves and shit. Like, it's like a real organic computer. This shit crazy. But at the back of your eye, it's an optical wire cord that connects your eyes to your brain. The reason being is so when you observe something, those electrical signals can be reflected to your retina, transported by that wire, and transported by neurons to the back of your brain. And then your brain is interpreting that electrical signal. You feel me? And the way your brain interprets that, what you're seeing, is causing certain hormones and chemical responses to be released into your bloodstream to control your behavior as a cell. Y'all gonna be able to play the video back. I'm gonna say the video. Y'all gonna be able to play it back and then listen to it again. This goes with whatever you taste, touch, smell, hear, and see. Everything you observe with your senses is called. Your brain is releasing certain signals into your bloodstream as a vibrational match for that signal. So you are becoming one with everything that you observe through your five senses through signal transduction. That's why epigenetics is important, and you are your environment, and the cell cannot vibrate any higher than its environment, like the most tattoo about Z teaches. You understand? That's why you need to study biology, get into tune biology, astrology, quantum physics, melanin, and grounding. This is why you need to keep speaking your truth. Keep speaking the truth. You feel me? Our purpose, our mission, like the most tattoo about Z teaches, our mission is to collect the elite and convict the weak. That's your job. You understand something, right? At the end of your life cycle, you gonna judge yourself. Peace to the gods. At the end of your life cycle, you're going to judge yourself. And then, boom, it's going to be you. It's going to be you in the presence of the Almighty Oneness. Love, you understand? So when it's time for you to judge yourself, the question that's going to be asked is like, okay, what did you do with your life? How did you help humanity? You feel me? How did you help assist in the coming of the new earth? What did you do? What did you do with your life? You understand? You seen the truth being torn down. You seen they was trying to tear down Chief. Now you gonna know everything to be true, because like Chief teaches, once that time comes and you at the end of your life cycle, you're gonna go into a state of all knowing. So you're gonna know that Chief was you. He is literally you. That I'm literally you. That you are literally everything. Then you're going to judge yourself, and it's going to be like, damn, that was me. I seen everybody tearing them down. Everybody was tearing them down, but I ain't do nothing. I ain't speak up for myself. I ain't stand up for myself. I was just watching. I participated in tearing them down. I was just laughing. No, I can't do that to myself. I gotta come back and do it again. Then you're gonna go to hell. You feel me? Like Chief teaches, hell is for purification. You're gonna go to hell so you can purify yourself, just so you can come back and do this shit again. You're gonna come back and do this shit again. So why not just do the right thing right now, so you don't have to come back? You feel me? And repeat all the lessons again. Like, do you want to repeat all your traumas again? Like, you want to repeat your traumas again? Like, think of the most craziest shit, trauma you experienced that you don't want to go through again. Do you want to go through some shit like that again? No. Okay, then do the right thing now. That's what this is. What's it called? This is a realm of chance and opportunity. You understand? This is a realm of chance and opportunity. Every day you wake up, like Chief teaches, it's another chance and another opportunity for you to do the right thing. But you gotta understand that you can't be scared. Like, you can't be scared of like getting a new chance. Like, you can't be hard on yourself. You can't be hard on yourself. You gotta forgive yourself. Is what I'm saying. You feel me? You gotta forgive yourself for your ingredients, all your ingredients. Cause like Chief teaches, all of your experiences that you've been through, whether they good or bad, or ugly and pretty, all of your experiences are your ingredients that make you who you are. You feel me? Don't nobody want to eat the cake before it's made like a cake. Like, don't nobody want to eat the flour or the eggs by itself like that. You feel me? But once you mix all the ingredients together, it becomes a beautiful cake, and then it's like boom. So your ingredients are what make you who you are. You gotta acknowledge your ingredients because they made you the person you are today. Without your ingredients, it'll be like, without your ingredients, you wouldn't be you. Like, you would be somebody else. Like, you will be somebody else without your ingredients. Without your ingredients, without your experiences, you would not be who you are. You'll be a whole nother consciousness. A whole nother consciousness. You'll be somebody else. So you got to be grateful for your experiences. And now, since we in the year the 8, which is the Scorpio, it's time to go into that dark. It's time to go into your darkness. It's time to go into your unknown shadows. It's time to go into your unknown hidden traumas. You understand? It's time to do some shadow work. It's time to die. It's time for you to elevate to the super ego. Because like my chief teaches that, like I said earlier, you are your ego. So it's not, you're not supposed to kill your ego. To have an ego death, because my chief teaches that there is no death. Death is only transformation. So to have an ego death is to have an ego transformation, which is to lift your ego from the lowest self-ego to the highest self-ego, which is the super ego. You feel me? Ascension. That's what ascension is. To ascend is to ascend mentally through consciousness. You ascend through consciousness. You feel me? Everything is consciousness. Everything is energy. So you ascend through vibrating higher. You feel me? And us, our job as the light workers, as the chosen ones, is we supposed to keep speaking truth so we can help in that ascension. We're supposed to help the ascension because through signal transductions, these electrical signals that I'm talking are being sent through your eardrum, and your brain is releasing responses to those high vibrational words, and it's activating genes in you that's going to help you ascend. And if not in this lifetime, it's going to be your next lifetime. So your job is to proclaim the kingdom of God. That's why it says that, because that's your purpose. And don't worry about it. This life going to be saved, so you're going to be able to play it back again and again and again. You understand? But I love myself. But that's your job. Proclaim the kingdom of God. You're not supposed to be out here working for Walmart. You're not supposed to be out here working at a motherfucking factory. You're supposed to be working on yourself. You got to work on yourself, work on the kingdom, which is the domain and realm of knowledge of God. You feel me? Of who you are. The kingdom of God is within you. You feel me? Now it's time to become like a child again, like my chief teaches. You understand? Like, now it's time to become, the only way out is in. It's through your imagination. The kingdom of God is within. Imagination. You understand? Who's the most in their imagination? When we look at humanity, right, the species of human, the human species, what level of humans are most inside their imagination? Like, what age group of humans are most piece of gods? Well, like children, the children are inside their imagination the most. They more tapped into their imagination. You feel me? So they more tapped into the kingdom than we is. They in the kingdom. They in the kingdom. The kingdom of God is within you inside your imagination. They in the kingdom. That's the kingdom right there. That's why you got to learn from. You got to learn from the children. You got to observe. You got to look at children. You got to look at the kids. Look at the children. Like, observe them and study them and how they act, like how they playful and they curious. They ask questions. You feel me? Like they're curious minded. They're open minded. You can't be closed minded. You feel me? Children are open minded. To enter the kingdom, you have to be open minded because you have to gain information, and you're not going to gain information without asking questions. But once you gain that information, Once you gain that information, you can't just have that information sitting in your head. You gotta actually apply that information to your life. Like, you might understand the technology of grounding, and you might understand the science behind grounding, right? And how you being connected to the earth reduces inflammation, it reduces excess mucus, it balances out your hemispheres of your brain. It makes you one with everything. You might understand this science, but if you're not actually grounding, then that's like it don't really matter if you know that information. You feel me? It don't really matter. But if you are grounded, you feel me? It don't matter if you grounded if your thoughts ain't right, because you can still be vegan, you can still be grounded every day. But what you don't understand is that your thoughts, like Bruce Lipton talks about, your thoughts control your cells. Your thoughts, the mind regulates the body, like Chief teaches. Your thoughts control the behavior of your cells. So you might be grounded, but since you thinking low vibrationally all the time, those negative thought forms are causing the pituitary gland to release certain stress hormones into your bloodstream to shut down your immune system. Now, since your immune system is shut down, your body's way of being protected from illnesses and diseases is shut down. Now you stressfully eating all this GMO food. Now your body can't be protected from that GMO food. Now your ass got cancer. Now you finna die. But you can heal yourself. You're not gonna die. Your energy gonna be recycled. You can heal yourself. Of course you can heal yourself. What y'all don't understand, bro, is human beings have traces of every disease within our bloodstream. That's fact talk. You search it up right now. It's called opportunistic organisms. Which means these organisms, these bacteria, these diseases, these parasites these are organisms that have an opportunity to manifest throughout your life if you mentally become a vibrational match for that parasitic organism, for that bacterial organism. But you gotta mentally become a frequency match for that. Like, you gotta match the frequency of that for it to manifest. Like, if I go to the doctor, if I feel like some type of uneasiness within my body, and I go to the doctor, and the doctor tells me, "Oh yeah, my boy, you got cancer, my boy." And then I believe that so much because we've been programmed to put all of our faith and trust into the doctors, and I believe and I fear that shit so much through the placebo effect. Those fearful beliefs are gonna manifest and shape my reality. Now you fuck around, got that shit for real. Now you fuck around from the dad for real because you chose to believe dumb. But why are you believing dumb when they whole curriculum is based on money? They do their job for money. They don't do their job for a righteous cause. If they did their job for a righteous cause, they would have told you about grounding. They would have introduced you to some herbs. They would have told you to go to your natural environment, just like Dr. Sebi was doing. That's how he was healing motherfuckers from AIDS and shit like that, because he was taking them to their natural environment. If these doctors really gave a fuck about you, they would have had you doing that. But they don't give a fuck about you. They're gonna prescribe you with some. Excuse myself. They're gonna prescribe you with some medications that's actually killing you. It's called iatrogenic illness. Iatrogenic illness is the number one main cause for deaths in the United States, and that's when people die from the medications that the doctors is prescribing them with. So you're not dying from the actual disease. You dying from the shit that they giving you. They the real drug lords. You feel me? And then they get mad for a nigga having weed on them. I can't smoke weed. I can't have no weed. Bitch, you over here selling Xanax at the doctor's stations. Like, you selling Xans at the doctor's office and shit. You selling Xans? You selling Percocets? They the drug lords. The fuck? The doctors are selling Perc 10s and Perc 30s and all this. Like, the doctors are selling this shit. They selling real Xanax. The green balls. I remember being in school. Motherfucker come to the school. It's at the school with a whole jar full of Xans. Oh yeah, the doctor prescribed these to me. The doctor give you all them Xans, real Xans, like the real Xans. What? They the real drug lords, and you want to put your faith and trust in them? Nature is the real doctor. Nature is the real healer. You want to heal yourself? You got to become more natural. Go more into your natural state. Natural foods, natural people. Specifically, but really, the main diet, like my chief teaches, is pescatarian. That's really the main, because it don't even matter if you a vegan. It don't matter if you could eat as healthy as you want to eat. If you're not around the right people, if you're not thinking the right thoughts, if you're not based on the right information, then it don't really matter for real. You feel me? Because people's energy can affect your health. People's energy affect your health. Because you gotta understand something, right? Everything is EMF. Everything is energy. Understood? So everything being energy, that means that everything is generating an energetical field known as your aura, which is scientifically known as your EMF, your electromagnetic field, which is your field of light. So everybody generates a field of light. or EMF. You understand? And when people come close to you, they EMF is now interfering with your EMF. You understand? What you don't understand is that your thoughts, your hair has cuticles, like the most tattoo about Z teaches. Your hair has pores called cuticles. And at a certain temperature, your cuticles open up. And your thoughts come through your hair. Your thought, what you think, comes through your hair. And it goes inside your field of light. So that means that all of your thoughts, all my thoughts are right here in my field of light. These are my thoughts. My thoughts are coming right here. When you come into my EMF right here, your thoughts are in your field of light too. But now since you right here, your thoughts are in my field of light. And now my thoughts are in your field of light. And now we're in interference. Now we're in interference with each other. You understand? We're in interference with each other. This is IG, this ain't Bigo. You know, IG, you can hit that bitch on IG. Bigo, they gonna ban you. They gonna ban you on Bigo. Bigo, you can't have no shirt on. You can't hit that. You feel me?
Yeah.
But damn, what was I just saying, God? So your EMF, your thoughts, so you're gonna be right here. Your thoughts are now in my EMF, and my thoughts in your EMF, and now we're in interference with each other. So that means that since you might be having certain negative thoughts that I'm picking up on. Sometimes the thoughts that you having are not even your thoughts. Sometimes the dreams that you having are not even your dreams. If you sleeping next to somebody and you might have a crazy ass dream or something, like what the fuck, why would I dream about something like that? But sometimes since you picking up on other people's thoughts through EMF and you sleeping, since you in the subconscious realm, since you in your subconscious, you picking up all their thoughts, and now you having a dream based on their thoughts. You feel me? Through your program. You understand? Can y'all put like a 3 in the chat if you understood? If you understand what I'm saying? Basically, I'm saying why people's energy can have effect on your health. If people have bad thoughts all the time, then their thoughts are gonna manifest into the EMF, and they're gonna have a bad aura. But people's auras can interfere with your aura, and they can become a destructive interference. In biology, Bruce Lipton talks about it. The interference can be destructive because the EMFs are not compatible with each other. When the EMFs, when the energy fields come together, right? When the energy fields come together and it's a bad vibe, if you're weird, that's because the interference is destructive. Y'all not supposed to be together. The interference is destructive. You feel me? It's called destructive interference. That's a scientific term for a good vibe, for a bad vibe. When it's a bad vibe, like the energy bad, the scientific term for that is destructive interference. When energy fields come together and it's a harmonious vibe, like your energy is lifted, that's called constructive interference. Constructive interference. Sometimes you can't fuck with people because they got destructive interference. When their energy field comes together with your energy field, it's a bad vibe. Y'all constantly arguing. They constantly stressing you out. This is why you have to become a peopletarian. Like my chief teaches. A peopletarian is somebody that only deals with people that's healthy for them mentally. 3-toe. That's that 3-toe. Hit the 3 times. Pass it on. You understand? Communicate with the 3. Don't hit the 3 to abuse it and turn it into a drug. Communicate with the 3. Communicate with the herb, and they just stream through. You understand? Really, like my chief teaches, the ancestors that is supposed to open you up, open your energy centers up to the 3, so the 3 can stream through you. But that's like, you feel me? If it's in you, then the 3 gonna stream through you naturally. You feel me? You gotta get in communication with it. But this is what I'm saying. My whole point of saying was peopletarian. Somebody that only deals with people that's healthy for them mentally. You gotta only deal with people that's healthy for you mentally. Because people can cause stress. And stress is the main cause for disease. Like I just explained to you earlier. Bro, when you stressing, your adrenal gland, you feel me? Your adrenal gland sends signals to your viscera. Now, who knows where most of the immune system is located? Somebody tell me in the comment section. Somebody, one of y'all. Where is your immune system located? Now, first of all, somebody tell me, what is the purpose of the immune system? What's the purpose of the immune system? Somebody tell me. There's only 3 people in here, but it's okay. I know one of y'all know. I know somebody know. Somebody gotta know. What's the purpose of the immune system? So boom, I'm gonna tell y'all, right? So boom, the purpose of the immune system is to protect the body from sicknesses and illnesses and viruses and anything foreign to the body. You're supposed to protect the body. Okay, understood. It's the protector of the body. Now, where is the immune system located? Where is the immune system located? If you do your research, just like the most had tip about Z teases, most of your immune system is located right here in your gut area. It's called your viscera. You feel me? Most of your immune system is located right here in your gut area. So when you stressing, pituitary gland sends stress hormones to your adrenal gland. Your adrenal gland sends hormones, sends signals to your viscera to get squeezed. Your viscera literally gets squeezed. Once it gets squeezed under stress, all the blood that's right here, your immune system, all that blood gets sent out to different parts of your body, to your arms and your legs, to react on survival mode because you stressing. Now, your immune system is shut down. All the blood, because you stressing, all the blood went to your arms and your legs. So where is your immune system? Your immune system, that's in your blood. It's all right here. So when you stressing and your visceral gets squeezed, all that blood gets sent to different parts of your body. Not only that, you feel me? But when you stressing, like say you need to run from a tiger, like from a motherfucking tiger or something. If you need to run from a tiger, you feel me? That's a very stressful situation. Would you want to be conscious during this process, or would you want to react off your reflexes? You understand? Would you want to be conscious and overthink? Conscious is thinking. It's overthinking. That's thinking. You double thinking and shit like that. If I'm running from a tiger, if I'm getting chased by a tiger, I don't want to double think. I want to just be able to react off reflexes. You from stress mode, fight or flight mode. You understand? So what happens when this happens is, when you stressing, it actually squeezes the blood from the front part of your brain and sends it to the back to react off survival mode. So it actually decreases your intelligence. So you stressing inside your unnatural environment 24/7, your intelligence is being decreased all year long, sweaty. You feel me? Because the blood in the frontal part of your brain is getting squeezed and sent to the back part to react off your reflexes. You feel me? To react on survival mode so you can survive. You feel me? So you can survive. Inside your natural environment, you don't need to try to survive. In Babylon, you need to try to survive. You gotta hustle. You gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta go eat. It gets cold outside. You gotta make sure you good. You gotta make sure you cold. Like that's not good, bro. That's not good. I'm really just streaming on y'all ass. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm really just streaming on y'all ass. But basically, the point is to, you feel me? It's to proclaim the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? It's really to proclaim the kingdom. That's what it is. Just proclaim. Just proclaim. Just do it. It's you. You and your man. I'm dreaming. Just do it. You from you? All you doing is putting your thoughts. All you doing is just turning on the camera, and putting on the thoughts, and putting your thoughts right there. Just talking your thoughts. That's all you doing. That's all you doing. They right here. That's all you doing. All you doing is turn on the camera and then boom, talking. But you is you. That's why Chief said it. Remember when Chief said, "I'm just the man behind the mirror." You just the individual behind the mirror. The phone is your mirror, so it's like the phone is your mirror. Like I'm just the person behind the phone. Like I'm the person right here. I'm behind the phone. That's all I am. You just the person behind your phone watching me on lab. Like you feel me? So if you go lab or if you make a little download, make a little video and proclaim, you're just it ain't nothing to fear. What is fear? False evidence appearing real? All this evidence that appears real is false. That's fear. This shit appears to be real, but it's just a dream. It's a figment of your imagination. It's false. Why are you scared of it? What is it to be fear of? It's false evidence appearing real. It's a figment of your imagination. It's nothing to be fear of. Always be fear. You are fear. My demons are figments of my imagination. It's war. It's wartime. And what happens during wartime? We on go mode. We on go mode. And I don't got time for no slow pose. The number 8. We in the year the number 8. 8, that's how you say 8. 8 mean 8. 8 mean 8. Yeah, 8, that's how you say 8.
This Spanish, right?
Yeah, Spanish.
Okay.
We in the year of the Ocho.
Ocho.
Look, this is number 3 right now.
Hey, the restaurant?
You put that beside me. The president. I'm just here. I'm just the person. I'm just the observer. I'm just the observer. That's all I am. I'm just the observer. I just observe. Through my senses, I'm observing. The only reason you exist is because I'm observing. Really, I didn't. You feel me? If I didn't go live right now, y'all would not have existed. Even in this very moment, y'all still kind of don't exist because I can't truly really observe y'all. Like I really can't see y'all. I can't. You feel me? I could feel the presence of the energy. Like the phone, but the phone is like a portal. Like, and it makes sense because the phone is made of crystals and shit. Like you feel me? They got melanin inside the technology. That's why it's able to do all these magical things. Like the phone, she teaches right that the phone is like a reflection of the body, of what the body can do. So it's like the phone is like a real portal. Because if you think about it, it's like it's portaling. It is portaling energy. You feel me? Because it's made of like crystals and shit. Mm-hmm. You feel me? So like, even though you can't see them like physically, you can still like feel a presence through the phone. Like you ever notice that? Like you could feel a presence. If you go live or something, you could feel a presence of energy, of their energy, vibrating through the phone. That's what makes it feel like okay. It gets kind of intense when the camera turn on, cause you feel the energy come like you could. It's like a portal. It's a real portal. Like it is because you could portal in people from other dimensions, from other realms and planets and shit. Cause Chief teaches right there. All the planets are already here, even as above so below. So shit, I'm going to motherfucking China or something. You feel me? That's a whole nother universe right there. That's a whole nother dimension. Yeah. You feel that's a whole nother star constellation right there. You feel me? So it might be somebody that gets portaled in from Japan or something. Mm-hmm. You feel me? And they tapping into the knowledge of something. And then now you feel me? Well, we galactical. Well, we galactical, astrological. Yeah, y'all funny as hell. I know myself. That's real though. But I be feeling like right now because I'm the observer. And like, and I can feel y'all energy. But it's like, all I know how to do is just be present in the present moment. And don't chase nothing. Sometimes I could catch myself trying to overthink about, okay, we need this. Okay, this need to happen. But when I say but, I'm not saying but to erase everything I just said through psychology. Because when you say but, that erases everything you just said before that. I mean, therefore, you understand? Therefore, I catch myself going into thoughts like that, but then I remember everything is on the way. Everything is already on the way. It says seek the kingdom first, and everything else I get added onto you. You feel me? We like the late bloomers. You know what I'm saying? We like the late bloomers. We the late bloomers. We the ones that what the hell is it? What? Yeah, we're the ones that 470. What all roads lead to the source. All roads lead to the source, you understand? The first shall be last and the last shall be first. If you read my chart, God, if y'all really read my chart, I got an aspect. Right? Then what aspect was that? But it says in my chart, you feel me, that I like to go for the underdog. You feel me? I like to go for the underdog. I see Chief. I see what's going on with Chief. I see what's going on. I've been seeing. You understand? I see right through the whole situation. I seen Chief. I like to go for the underdog because that's where the real is at. The real is not recognized. You feel me? The real is not recognized because we live in a fake world. Only real recognize real. But real is rare and fake is everywhere. So the fake in this world that we live in, which is hell, the fake get loved and the real get hated. The fake get acknowledged and the real get torn down, neglected, persecuted, crucified. You feel me? Stoned. They throw stones at us. They stoning us. You feel me? Why? Why you hate me? You hate me? Why Why you say that to me? I don't know. You said, why you say that? You gonna kill me? Cause I'm speaking truth. Cause I'm not just speaking truth. I'm actually living this shit. Like, you gotta live this shit. You understand? Like, I'm grateful to have a program. Like, I'm grateful to have the program of the Bible. I'm not saying to worship the Bible or nothing. Just bear with me. I'm grateful that the Bible was brought up into my reality. It was forced in my reality because it's a lot of morals and principles that I took from the Bible that stuck with me from a child. From a child, it was a lot of morals and principles that stuck with me. And that when that time came, you feel me? When the placement started aligning, you feel me? We started going through an activation time. Those morals and principles started activating. They started activating. So now I can see things play out. You feel me? I understand that the underdog, that you see, it's something about when the Messiah was to come. The Messiah is to come through his own people. Through his own people. The Messiah is to come through his own people, black people. You understand? So he's supposed to come back he's supposed to be a black man. The reason why a black man is because man rules thought, man is logic, man is order and structure. You feel me? So he's supposed to bring the order and structure to nature. Man is order and structure. That's thought, logic. So a black man, you understand, come through his own people. But when the Messiah comes through his own people, you think just because he the Messiah, he was supposed to be loved? No, he was supposed to come through his own people, and he was not supposed to be recognized. They was not supposed to be recognized. They was not supposed to recognize him. They're not supposed to recognize him. He wasn't supposed to be recognized. He was supposed to be brutally hated by his own people. Oh, that stuck with me as a child. That stuck with me. That stuck with me. That stuck with me. I used to always ask my pops questions about the 7 trumpets, all that. Like, that shit stuck with me. He's supposed to be brutally hated by his own people. The underdog. So my program already going for the underdog. Because niggas is the underdogs. You feel me? We are the underdogs. Niggas come from the underdogs. You feel me? That's where we from. That's God's people. In poverty. God's people in poverty. You feel me? Raised in iniquity. Poverty, mental, psychological destruction, mentally broke, psychologically broke. Y'all be making all these rap songs about that nigga being broke, this nigga being broke, that nigga being broke. Nah, you broke. What makes him broke? Cause he doesn't live his life for a piece of paper that got his slave master on it. But he got his treasure stored in heaven. You got your treasure stored on earth. You broke. You spiritually broke. You psychologically broke. I'm rich. I'm very rich. My treasures are stored in heaven. I store my treasures in heaven. That's a beautiful thing. Because you might have all that bread, all the millions of dollars, all that millions and billions of dollars. You might have that. But all that could be taken like that. It could all be gone right there like that. What does it profit a man to gain the world but you forfeit your soul? All that could be gone like that. You don't understand? You don't understand? This is why you need to always do the right thing. And if you do come up on that type of bread, you got to do the right thing with it. A lot of y'all don't be doing the right thing with it. Y'all be selfish with it. Y'all live in the 7 deadly sins. Greed, gluttony, lust. Y'all want to do wrathful things with it to gain control and power. Sloth, you get lazy. Pride, you get pride in it. Lust, you start doing buying strippers and all type of shit with it. Greed, you want to be greedy and say gluttony. You want to be gluttonous with everything. You want to just eat all type of crazy shit now because you got it. You're not doing the right thing with it. So through the law of rhythm, everything that rises must come down. You're gonna come down. So all that money shit don't mean nothing. You can make that song, but when you say they broke, how they broke? Spiritually? They spiritually broke. You spiritually broke. You feel me? Because when you live in, that's if you live in righteous. If you live in righteous, then you're gonna understand what I'm saying. Because to be broke, we gotta understand what is true currency. Your focus, you feel me? But it's like your focus is your true currency. But the true money is morals and principles, knowledge. That's gonna take you very far. Because what is money without morals and principles? That means for the right price and for the right cause, you're gonna do the wrong thing. You're gonna turn your back. You're gonna fold because you think money. You put money over everything. Money over everything. That's your problem. That energy not gonna be needed here from the new earth. That energy not gonna be needed. That energy could go. And you gotta understand something, right? The sun is sending out light codes to us as cells to either self-destruct or activate. This is what's going on right now. It's a major shift going on. You understand? Detox, activate. Detox, activate. Activate, detox. Because we're cells, as above, so below. The microcosm is the macrocosm. The big is the small, and the small is the big. I already got them out of there. So the sun is sending signals to us as light codes to us to either self-destruct or activate. So anything we're doing, nature is doing through us. So all these mass shootings going on, all these mass shootings, all this gang violence, all this shit is nature taking course. It's all nature taking course to get rid of energy that's not going to be needed for the new earth, because nature is coming. Nature is coming. So it's all nature. So it's a beautiful thing. It is a beautiful thing. That's the bigger picture. That's the bigger picture. The bigger picture is that heaven is coming. That's the bigger picture. But within the details, it's like, okay, yeah, we gotta go through hell. It's definitely gonna get ugly before it gets pretty. So we gotta go through hell. The reason why it has to get pretty, it has to go ugly before it gets pretty. And so when it does get pretty, and now we in heaven, we can rejoice and we can look back like we can be grateful. You feel me? And now we can feel like we earned it because we proved ourselves to be worthy. We proved ourselves to be loyal. We proved ourselves to be royal. We proved ourselves to be committed to it. You understand? So now we can actually rejoice and be in the kingdom and live in the kingdom and inherit the kingdom and be the leaders in the kingdom. Be head of the planet. It's the reason why I got it right here for a reason. Right now you watching. Right now you know what you're watching. You watching mustard seeds becoming supreme beings. You feel me? You watching mustard seeds become supreme beings, but you don't have faith as a mustard seed, so you don't believe. Believe, 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 believe. Hey Alexa, let me see. That sound right there. Hey Alexa. Hey Alexa. How I work this bitch? I don't even know how to work this bitch. I don't even know how to turn this on. Look, it's blue. This bitch blue. But hey Alexa. But basically what I'm saying is you watching mustard seeds become like supreme beings. You feel me? You watching us go through it. You watching Chief go through it. You feel me? But all this is to make you stronger. It's to make us stronger. You feel me? Because it's like, oh, when you an angel, you gotta go through some shit. Like you gotta go through it because you an angel, because you strong. You feel me? But if you mentally strong, then you gonna be physically strong. You understand? Mentally, it starts with the mental. All that little tough shit don't mean nothing for real. All that tough shit, y'all can have this unlanded tough shit, all them rumors, all that gossip, all that drama shit. Y'all can have that for real. Like all that tough shit don't mean nothing, because the race is not given to the swift, to the strong, but to those who endure to the end. It don't matter. You feel me? You can have a deep ass voice, all that deep ass voice. You might be fast as hell, strong as hell, tall as hell. You feel me? Have hella money, y'all. That shit don't mean nothing. The race is given to those who endure to the end. Who endure the truth, even through your failures, even through your failures, you still enduring, you still keeping the knowledge. No matter what you do, keep the knowledge. Even through your failures, you still keeping the knowledge. That's what's gonna hold you in the kingdom. You keeping the knowledge, because you can't leave unless you leave the consciousness, unless you leave the frequency. I'm about to put my glasses on and all that. These men right here. Oh, these men. I put these men up. I put my glasses on, y'all ass. I feel like the Men in Black. So you can't leave the kingdom. You can't leave unless you leave the knowledge. If you leave the knowledge, then it's going to be like, you feel me? You left yourself. That's when you sin. That's when you sin. The most hard tip about G teaches that to sin is to make a mistake against nature. When you make a mistake against nature, which is who you are, that's a sin. But you gotta be careful, especially if you know the truth and you tap into the truth and you still do the wrong thing. You do the wrong thing when you know what's right. All your consequences are gonna be great. your consequences gonna be high. You're gonna have high consequences because when you tap into that God body, when you tap into that God mentality, it's like now you leveling up in consciousness. Now you leveling up through the universe. You leveling up in consciousness, which means it's gonna be greater responsibilities. It's gonna be greater responsibility. With great power comes great responsibility, which means that there's gonna be greater consequences behind your actions. Understand? There's gonna be greater consequences behind your actions because you tapping into a greater mentality. You becoming a greater being, a greater supreme being. You tap into that supreme being. So there's gonna be greater consequences behind your supreme actions. It's all divine. It's all divine because what you are doing, nature is doing. What you are doing, God is doing. Like Chief teaches, humans are not separate from nature. I am not separate from nature. Human beings are nature. But the reason why this whole war is coming is because humanity lives its life as if the human species is separate from human nature. Nature. How can humans be separate from nature when you have something called human nature? Now, don't get me wrong. We have dominion and control over the creatures of the land, the creatures of the air, the creatures of the sea, of the waters. We have dominion and control as avatars for the Most High to experience itself through, like Chief teaches. But that does not mean we're supposed to abuse that power. With that power that we have, we're supposed to use that power to live in tune with nature and honor our creation. Honor nature. Live in tune with nature. Because this is your creation. You created something from nothing. You thought into existence. I would not exist without you. You feel me? Your phone would not exist without you. Once you close your eyes, boom, don't nothing exist. Once you open your eyes, everything exists. You say, let there be light every time. That's what Atum is. That's why we say Atum every time we wake up. You say Atum to everybody because everybody's a reflection. And wouldn't nobody exist without you observing them. So it's Atum. That's respect. MODs. You feel me? Morals and principles. Atum. Atum means welcome back to the light of your mind. That's why in imagination. You feel me? Imagination. We know we imaginated from darkness. So we say Atum. Through your imagination, you say let there be light. Through your imagination, you say let there be light. And you create other realities that you call dreams. What's after this life? What's after this life is contingent upon your frequency. Your frequency. You feel me? Because your thoughts create your reality. So your actions in this reality, and your actions and the thoughts that you will have frequently in this reality, your frequency in this reality is going to shape your next frequency, your next reality. That's why you need to be careful what you do in this reality. Because it's cause and effect. For every action is an equal opposite reaction. So whatever you do in this reality, you feel me, you're going to go through shit in your next reality. It's going to shape your next reality, and you'll go through that in your next reality to get the understanding and the lessons of whatever you went through so you could tap into a higher consciousness. So that's why you got to just do the right thing in this lifetime so you won't have to repeat. The traumas and repeat the lessons and so you can level up into the heavenly realms, the higher realms. In my Father's house are many mansions. If there were not, I would not have told you so. I'll be lying to you. I will not lie to you. There's many mansions in my Father's house. And I travel in and out of these mansions. I like to travel in and out of the mansions in my Father's house. Because there's many mansions in my Father's house. I like to travel out these realities and these so-called dreams. Every dream is a different mansion. You in a dream or you in another mansion within your house. I like to travel within the mansions of my house. But it's all different mansions within my house. In my Father's house, in the Son is the Father, that's the Father. In my Father's house are many mansions. All these other stars are thought realities. You create new realities through thought. That's why it says the kingdom of God is within you. Through your imagination. You got to tap into your imagination. And that's why they trying to get Chief. They trying to get Chief because he's getting everybody to realize the eye. Yeah, open your eyes so I can see. Open your eyes so I can see. You feel me? That you don't even understand what that is. You're opening your eye, your imagination. That's the way you leave. That's how you escape. That's how you get up out of hell. You escape hell by going to your imagination. You got to tap into your imagination. The way to leave is through your imagination. We getting people to tap into their imagination. They don't want that. They don't like 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 that. They want to tear it down. They trying to tear it down. They trying to put niggas in jail and shit. They trying to tear it down. But look, we the men in black. We have a universal job. This is a universal duty. Some of y'all might not see what it is because y'all might think y'all know me, but this is something spiritual going on. It's magical. It's something spiritual going on. It's magical. It's bigger than me. This shit is bigger than me. That warrior spirit than me. Yeah. We steady pushing the 3. But this shit is bigger than me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's something very divine going on. And we have a universal duty. You feel me? But y'all gonna see, niggas gonna inherit this shit in the end. In the end, we gonna inherit it. So, in the end, we gonna inherit it all. In the end. But y'all gonna see, we gotta go through, we gotta be tested. Y'all gonna be tested next. Y'all gonna be tested too. With this trial coming up, y'all gonna be. I said from the dash on, it's on 10%. With the trial coming up, all of y'all gonna be tested. You feel me? Y'all gonna be tested. Everybody gonna be tested. It's test time. It's judgment. It's judgment time. It's judgment day. You understand? It's judgment day. You gotta understand something. Chief is like a mirror. He's like a mirror for people's demons and shit. Cause the only reason you see people come in and out of Chief's life, in and out, they came to the tribes, left the tribes, they came in and out, came and went, is because Chief showed them their demons. He would face them with their demons. You feel me? I could show you your demons. I could show you your demons, and this is gonna be a matter of time for them to just play out. I could really show you your demons. You understand? And it's gonna be a matter of time before they play out. The reason why they been in and out is because people can't face themselves. So when they get faced with themselves, they run. They run, they gone. They gone. They take off. They gone. They run from themselves. You understand? Then they demonize Chief. So they project their demons and they project their traumas on the Chief. So what's going on right now is shit. He's down. Chief is down for humanity's sins, humanity's traumas. Yeah. Yeah. That's what's going on. All them charges placed on all them fake ass charges that was placed on Chief. That's what they did. They the one falsely imprisoning humanity. They the one that yeah. The motherfuckers you work for. The motherfuckers that came to kill, steal, and destroy. They the ones that raped our ancestors. You feel me? They the ones that's that Willie Lynch. You understand? That's that Willie Lynch. Chief is a mirror for humanity's traumas. Chief is a mirror for humanity's sins. You understand? But it's a second coming. This is second coming. This is second return. So it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful time. It's a beautiful thing. And all I just do is just peace be still. You feel me? And keep having fun with the dream. Right now I'm dreaming. We dreaming. And just dream, nigga. Because it's a dream. It's an experience. It's a dream. But you forgot that too was dreaming. Because shit get intense this year. Just because shit is going to get intense this year, don't forget that you dreaming. Don't forget that you dream. Yeah, it's time to die, but you dreaming. You feel me? That's like the bigger picture that's gonna help you get through your whatever you're going through. You dreaming. I'm dreaming. I'm dreaming right now. You going through it in your head. Keep the knowledge, no matter what you do. Okay. So what am I going through? Oh, this certain situation I'm experiencing myself go through right now. The thing that I am observing in this situation is just light. It's just light particles. So, these light particles are just interpreted by my brain. But my brain is in my skull. My brain is in darkness. It's in darkness. Am I being deceived, Mom? Am I being deceived by my brain? I'm gonna just believe my brain because it's my brain and it's telling me what I'm seeing is this particular bird. Is this phone? My brain is telling me that I'm seeing a phone. But how the fuck does my brain know what I'm seeing? A phone? How does my brain know? Bless myself. I'm thankful. How does my brain know that I'm seeing a phone? If that bitch is in darkness. It's not seeing what my eyes are seeing. My brain is not seeing what my eyes are seeing. My eyes are not in darkness. My brain is in darkness. That bitch is in my skull. You are being deceived. Life is an illusion. You don't know if it's real. You don't know what's real, what's not real. What's real is what's factual, like my chief teaches. If you search up the definition of real, what's real is what's factual. Like, oh yeah, that's real. That's factual. Okay, we know that to be real. So what is factual about life? If we want to know what's real about life, what is real to life? What is factual about life? What's the facts about life? What is life? That's why Chief said to enter the kingdom, you got to become like a child again because you got to ask these type of questions. What is life? Like, what is life? Mm. Them type questions you got to be asking. What is life to enter the kingdom? Because life is what? Sacred energy is saying. So as you having sex with you at all times, and if you talking, even if you talk, whatever you do. This why Chief made that video saying that the Christ consciousness is a consciousness that is mature. I had screen recorded that video. He said it's a consciousness that is mentally mature. You gotta be mentally mature to tap into this consciousness. Because it's like, when you talk about sex, you can't be childish about it. Like you feel me? You tell somebody that on a logical level, like, oh yeah, we having sex with each other right now just by talking. Certain people be like, I'm not having sex with you. Like, and be childish about it. It's like, I don't mean sex like that. I'm talking about sex, like sex. I'm talking about sacred energy exchange. We exchanging information. That's sex. Or it could be Dex. What's it called right here? Or it could be Dex, which would be a demonic energy exchange. It could be a demonic energy exchange. But basically, all that I was saying to say this, right? All that I was saying to say, like, right now it's test time. It's the year that it's 8 time. It's transformation time. It's time to die. But you can't die. You still look, right. Can I tell y'all a secret? Can I tell y'all a secret that Chief put me on with? She put me on with a crazy secret, right? She put me on with a crazy secret. Can I tell y'all a secret? The subconscious mind is reprogrammed through repetition. So, if you want to shape your subconscious mind to shape your reality, because your reality is controlled by 95% of your subconscious, that means that you need to repeatedly eat, sleep, and shit the knowledge. You need to repeatedly program your subconscious mind with knowledge. You got to eat, sleep, shit the knowledge to project your reality, a divinely orchestrated reality that is working in your favor. So you gotta eat, sleep, set the knowledge. Like, you gotta be sacred with this shit. You gotta be sacred with it. You gotta take it serious. Like, you gotta take yourself a little bit more serious when it comes to life. Because you gotta honor all life as sacred. That's what we coming into. That's one of the laws of my yacht. That's one of the 42 laws of my yacht. I honor all life as sacred. Honor all life as sacred. You are life. You are the source of life. So why don't you honor yourself as sacred? Why don't you respect yourself? Why don't you love yourself? To love yourself is to give yourself the very best, like the Most High Babaji teaches. To love yourself is to give yourself the very best. Are you giving yourself the very best? Just because you got on some high product weave on your head and some high product valuable makeup, what makes the makeup valuable? The fact that you making up for your beauty, that don't make the makeup valuable. That don't make that shit valuable. That shit is disconnecting you from God. All that is disconnecting you from nature. You gotta know your worth. Know your worth. Love yourself. Honor yourself as sacred. Move with sacredness. Move with sacredness. You are sacred. I am sacred. I love myself. This information is sacred. You gotta protect it. Hold on to it. Protect the frequency. Protect it. Protect the frequency. Protect the knowledge. To protect and serve Chief is to protect the knowledge. See, what you don't understand is that Chief represents a frequency. You live in the physical too much. You understand? Chief is a frequency. I am a frequency. Chief is a frequency. Chief is a frequency. If you want to know who Chief truly is, go on Nature Boy TV, the YouTube channel. Don't click on nothing else but the Nature Boy TV YouTube channel. If you really want to know who Chief is. That's if you want to know who Chief is. If you want to know who my Chief is, go on the Nature Boy TV YouTube channel. Don't click on anything else but that YouTube channel. And then you'll see. Study. If you want to see who niggas is. If you want to see what niggas really on, like that's what we on. Right now we in a time where it's a mass great awakening going on. You feel me? So we gotta hit y'all, we gotta meet y'all where y'all at. You feel me? You see, God is your higher self and your lower self emerged into one. Like the Most High Babaji teaches. Your most higher self is your balanced self. You feel me? So yeah, we higher self, we the higher self. But sometimes we need to vibrate to the lower self to meet the lower self where they at, so we can bring them to the higher self. You understand? We like a bridge. We come from where y'all come from. I am not holier than thou. You feel me? But I'm also like, I know who I am. You feel me? We royalty. I am royalty. I'm God. You understand? I'm not just a drop in the ocean. I am not just a drop in the ocean. I am the whole ocean in that drop. I am not just that one piece of glass. I am all the glass, the whole sheet of glass, in that one piece. That's the purpose. That's what we are here for. That's why we are here. To aid in the coming of the new earth. To aid in the coming of heaven, the new heaven. It says, and then I saw a new heaven and a new earth. And this is what you gotta be on all day. Like, I feel like this is what you gotta be on all day. This the only shit that matters, bro. Like, this the only stuff this all that matters. This the only thing that matters. The kingdom. This the only thing that matters. At the end of the day, at the end of everything, you can live your life as fast as you want to live your life. As fast as you want to live your life and move, go ahead and do that. But me, I gotta towards moon. I'm a peace be still. And I'm gonna observe life move around me. I'm gonna observe the energy around me vibrating. I like to do that sometimes. I like to zoom out of this being. I like to zoom out and look at reality from a bird eye view. You know how a bird, you gotta put yourself in the picture and put yourself as a bird, and a bird looking down. I like to put myself in that type looking down and look at the situation and look at life move around. I like to do that. I could zoom out and then zoom out, and then I could, like in my head right now, I could zoom out the house. I could look at the house from the sky. Like I could keep zooming. You feel me? That shit crazy. It's a magical shit though. It's a beautiful thing. That's the imagination. The imagination is being activated. The imagination is being activated. And let it be recorded. Let it all be recorded. Let's start into the Akasha records. This is why you gotta do the right thing. This is why you gotta make sure you type the right things on the internet. The Most High Babaji teaches that social media is the Akashic records. Yeah. You think social media is social media. Oh, kiki, ha, I'ma have fun. Ha. You think that's what social media is? Social media is the Akashic records. Everything you say on this bitch, everything you do on this bitch, it's all being recorded and it's gonna play back again at the end of your life cycle. So you can judge yourself. You better be careful what you type on here. You better repent. If you done said some crazy shit about the Christ, if you done said some crazy shit about this mentality, about Chief, if you done said some crazy shit about the Christ, about the three, you better repent. Cause that shit gonna play back again at the end of your life cycle, and I'm gonna feel bad for you. Ooh, I feel bad for you. Ooh, I feel bad for you. That's blasphemy. That's blasphemy. That's the only sin that will not be forgiven. Blasphemy against the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit is divine thought. Holy means pure. Spirit is energy, which is thought. Holy Spirit, pure thought, divine truth, Christ consciousness, the five sciences. I am you and you are me. I ain't the Father I want. I am God. When I say I am God, subconsciously, I just made you say that to yourself. Social media is the Akashic records. Everything you say on here, everything you do on here, it's all being recorded. and then you're gonna see it played out again. You better make sure you do it. This why it's good that you proclaim the kingdom. It's good that you proclaim the kingdom, so because it's for you. It's for you. It's all being recorded for you, and everything that you do on here, whether they good or bad, it's gonna shape your next reality. So the things that you say on here, the things that you do on here, what you say about other people on here, what you do to other people on here, is shaping your next reality. And then in your next reality, you're going to experience things, traumas, lessons that you're going to have to go through to understand, okay, we're not supposed to do that. Because I'm God. You're going to go through those lessons to tap into that consciousness in your next lifetime. You're going to go through that trauma. You might have torn somebody down in this lifetime, you feel me, made fun of their flaws and made fun of their mistakes and made fun of their traumas, and you was projecting your traumas onto them. You feel me, making fun of that and laughing at all that. All that might be funny to you, but what you don't understand is that you're gonna have to experience something like that in your next lifetime. You might fuck around and have a kid that goes through something like that. You understand? For every action is an equal opposite reaction. You gotta be careful how you move. Move with righteousness, upright. You gotta aim to be the greatest. You gotta aim to be the greatest, because it's rare. Many are called, but few are chosen. Out of 1,000 men, there was only one. Out of 1,000 women, there were none. You feel me? This shit rare. That's why I love myself, and I'm grateful to have a program that's activated for me to be able to see Chief. For me to be able to understand Chief. I'm grateful to have a program that's activated for me to understand Chief. For me to understand the knowledge and to be able to receive the knowledge and actually apply it to my life. I can apply the knowledge to my life, but also help other people apply it to their life. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful. I'm thankful. I am blessed. I am blessed. I am grateful. At this point, everybody can clearly see that this system is corrupt. At this point, everybody can clearly see that Babylon is about to fall. Saturn and Pisces. If the law is the law, and the law is supposed to be based in facts, why are y'all not showing any real facts when it comes to what Chief got going on? Why are no real facts? Evidence, no real evidential facts being brought up in the whole situation. Where are the facts? Show me the car facts. All I hear is I feel like this, I feel like that. We talking about personal feelings and opinions. We're not talking about no real facts. Even the judges be saying, okay, you feel me, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this whole court day based on facts. We're gonna address facts. We from the facts only. We are to be ruled by objectivity. So why are only personal feelings being addressed within the whole situation, and there are no true facts being addressed within the whole situation? Can you guys not see what's going on and how they are trying to tear down the Christ? Can y'all not see what's going on? Are you dumb, deaf, and blind? Press rewind. Go back in time. Remember who you are. Activate your mind. Open your eye. Imaginate it. Imagination. 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 Can you not see what they're trying to do to the phenomena? We need to really be logical right here. We need to really observe this shit, right? Okay, boom. Let's be logical. Let's go to Chief's YouTube channel. Let's go to Nature Boy TV YouTube channel. Let's go on Eliseo Bishop's YouTube channel. Let's go on his YouTube channel. He has a YouTube channel, his profile, his media. Let's go observe. As the elite, as the elite. Let's go observe this individual's profile. For years and years and years, he's been in his natural state, in his natural environment, teaching people divine knowledge of self, organizing God's people, taking them out of Babylon, taking them to nature, and organizing them like soldiers. I'm talking about like soldiers in nature. You understand? That's the phenomenon. They made us slaves by taking us out of our natural state in nature and putting us into their state of living. That's how they made us a slave. You become and break out of that. You break out of that slavery by leaving their state and going back into your natural state in nature. Chief was organizing God's people, melanated beings, God's people, all African American and Caribbean people in their natural environment, in nature, soldiers. He was in the military too. He was in the army too. You feel me? Soldiers in nature, in their natural environment. Oh, they can't have that. Oh, they don't want that. They can't have that. They can't have that. They can't have that. That's why they trying so hard to get him. But they can't stop the truth though, because everybody's starting to see the truth. We told y'all I was the second coming, right? We told y'all I was the second coming. We been told y'all I was the second coming. 1, 2, 3 is coming for you. 5, 6, no crucifix. 7, 8, gonna stay up late. 9, 10, never sleep again. 1, 2, 3 is coming for you. 5, 6, no crucifix. 7, 8, gonna stay up late. 9, 10, never sleep again. One, 2, 3 is coming for you. 5, 6, no crucifix. 7, 8, gonna stay up late. 9, 10, never sleep again. You understand? Your higher self's will be done. 3 is coming. Understanding. 3 is God. 3 is God. 3 God. 3 is God. Since you live in separation. You live in the illusion. You feel me? You hear a chief call himself 3 God. You want to demonize it. 3 is God. 3 is God. God is 3. If you was a smart being, and you was actually God body, you would know that. And you would give honor and respect unto Chief. You would give respect unto Chief. You will respect him and honor him as yourself, because there is no separation. Everything you observe is electrical signals inside of you. See, now's that time. It's coming. It's time to activate. It's time to tap back into reality. Back to life. Back to energy. Back to your imagination. You understand? Back to your imagination. Because we imaginate. You understand? He talking about kingdom. He talking about freedom. Bitch, seek your freedom. Huh? Huh?
The kingdom is in.
Huh?
I spread my wings.
Huh? But I was over here streaming. Hey, my phone on 4%, y'all. I was over streaming, y'all. Streaming and beaming, I'm thinking. Streaming on beaming, I'm streaming. Thinking. Imaginating, y'all we thinking. Everything come from my thought. I told you, I'm really dreaming. Oh, God. Hey, look, I'm gonna say the lab to Instagram, y'all. I'm gonna download the lab and then I'm gonna put it on my, what's it called? I'm gonna say the lab. But what's it called? Make sure y'all apply it. apply it. Apply it. My phone about to die. I'll probably go lab on Bigo later. You feel me? Y'all, my ass, man, it's 2 people. Only 2 people now. I was just sure I was having only been 90 minutes. Let me know time. Peace to the God. I love myself, man. I appreciate y'all. Look. Hey, keep showing y'all support. Keep spreading love. Look, like, hey, we pushing. We pushing 3. You understand? It's all working in our favor. It's all developing in our favor. We're going to try out next month. You feel me? We're going to try out next month. Couple more weeks. She's going to be free. Couple more weeks. 3 going to be free. And then y'all going to see. While we see it, y'all going to bow to y'all knees. You feel me? Reflect the light from most tattoo about Z. I love myself, man. Peace to the God.